There we go. Can you hear me now, Kimberly? Let me know that you can hear me now. It's not your connection. I forgot to turn the mic on. Ah! So now I need to repeat everything I just said, right? Okay. People are saying no sound. All right, I know the problem. Give it a second. Let me know. Shelly, Kimberly, hello. There you go. Thank you, Sheila. Okay. Oh yeah, I made a mess. I've got this cool mic, or I've got this wonderful mic, but you've got to make sure that you turn it on. So let me repeat everything I just said. Okay. So I want to welcome everyone. My name is Dr. Saundra Wall-Williams, and you are watching me live here tonight on Impact Academy. I tell you what, you never know when technical difficulties can happen, and that wasn't a technical difficulty. That was actually a user error because I forgot to hit the sound button. I have a checklist right here in front of me and still forgot to hit the sound button. So let me back up and repeat what I said in the first 30 seconds. So again, welcome everyone. Welcome to all of our live viewers. Thank you so much for being on with us tonight live. For those of you who will be watching this via replay in Facebook Live, we want to welcome you. Thank you for watching the replay. For those of you who will be watching this via YouTube, because this teaching will get loaded up to YouTube. And for those of you who will be watching via YouTube, thank you so much for watching via YouTube. And I want to let you know that this is being recorded live on Facebook, so you will hear me comment and interact with the live audience here on Facebook. You won't be able to see the comments that I'm seeing for those of you that are YouTube viewers, but I will repeat any comment or say what someone has said over in the comments, so you'll kind of know what the interaction is going on. All right, so again, I apologize for not hitting the sound button. All right, but welcome everyone. I see Kimberly, Shelly, Sheila, Connie, Joyce, Ernestine. There are other people on who have not commented. I'm coming to you live from my computer, and when I come to you live from my computer, I can't tell when people join. I can only see the comments. That's one of the drawbacks of the computer versus the cell phone. But the computer gives better coverage. It actually does a little bit better in terms of the sound and of the actual. Oh, people are saying hello Terry, hello Alfreda, welcome. So I want to go ahead and get started. Before I do though, I want to, of course, always welcome everyone here live, the YouTube viewers, the Facebook Live replay viewers, and special welcome to the Inner Circle. Special welcome to the Vision Coaching Certification Program, cohort number 1. Welcome to all of you. Some of you have been asking about when will cohort 2 for the vision coaching actually begin. Cohort 2 will not begin until September. However, if you are interested in cohort 2, you need to send me a message or an email or something to let me know that you're interested, so we can put your name on the list. I do want to tell you that after cohort 1, there'll be lots of changes. The Vision Coaching Certification Program is by application only, okay? And you have to be accepted into the program. And so, but please apply if you want to. The applications will be available a little bit later on in the first part of July. And because we don't play around when it comes to, I don't play around when it comes to teaching others how to be coaches. And I'm excited about that. So I see other people are hopping on. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Rochelle. Hello, Vonda. Hello, Lady Jazz. And Lady Jazz, welcome to the Inner Circle. Welcome. Lady Jazz has joined the Inner Circle, and we are very, very excited to have her here, as I am with everyone on the Inner Circle. In the Inner Circle, excuse me. So now, let's get started. Again, I apologize for those of you who could not hear at the beginning. I do apologize for that. So let's go ahead and get started, because I've got some teaching I want to do tonight. This is something, I'll be frank with you, I have wanted to teach this particular subject for a very long time. Very, very long time I've been wanting to teach this particular one. Now, I have taught on Sunday night during Impact. One of my favorite teachings is vision and provision. vision and provision. And I taught that as I look back, I believe it was over a year ago, and I hadn't taught it since. So what we're going to do in the month of June is we're going to focus on our finances. And I tell you what, one of the reasons why it is so important to focus on your finances is that you will not be able to move forward with the vision that you have on the inside of you if your finances are not in order. Now, I'm not going to tell you that you have to be debt-free. That is a goal. That is a goal that you want to get to. Believe me, that is a goal that you want to get to, being debt-free. But I will tell you that there's some changes in your money mindset that you've got to take into consideration. Now, I'm telling you this because people don't realize that when God gives you a vision, He expects you to make some sacrifices for that vision. People want to sacrifice different things, but what they don't want to sacrifice is money. They don't want to make changes in how they spend and what they spend money on. Now, in the inner circle this month, we're going deep into finances. They've already received one particular teaching already. We'll be live tomorrow night. For those of you that are in the inner circle, you already know that. We'll be live tomorrow night. And so, but what I'm going to teach you tonight is something very, very basic. You got to start where I believe everybody can understand. All right. Got to start where everyone can understand. And one of those things is, where are you spending your money now? Okay. I always like to make sure I don't miss any comments over here. I see Miss Partridge. I'm not exactly sure how to say your first name. Beautiful spelling, but I don't want to butcher it, so I just call you Miss Partridge. Okay, welcome. All right, and I see Yolanda Greer. Welcome, 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 everybody. So I want to talk about how you are spending your money now. Now, I will tell you, when I looked at this topic, and I really wanted to bring it to you and really wanted to teach it, I must be frank with you that I was a little bit kind of apprehensive about doing it, because my thought was, how can I tell anybody how to spend their money? That's their money. How can I tell anybody how to spend their money? So let's just say, and if I could go back and change the topic, I would, or I guess I can always go back and change it. But I want to talk about being a good steward of the money that you have. Now here's the thing, is that some of you are single, okay, in here. Some of you are married, and how you handle your money in your household will be different based on whether you're married, whether you're single, whether you are a single parent, because you have different kinds of bills and different kinds of responsibilities that you have to have for you, or you have to have in your household. I'm not talking about the household money tonight, okay? I'm not talking about the money that you have to pay for your light bill or your phone bill, your cell phone bill, or what else is, or your mortgage. I'm not talking about those dollars, because those are things that you have to pay. Okay, those are things that are monies that we are owed. If Duke Energy or Progress Energy or whomever you get your lights by, if they give you lights every month, then at the end of that month, you got to pay the bill for using that particular light, right? So I'm not talking about those dollars. Here's the dollars I'm talking about. All of us know, because we're all vision building women, right? We know that there are certain pockets of money that we have for us. Okay. Now, some of you may have a little extra savings account. I don't know what you have, okay, or what you're doing, or how you get your little pocket of money, okay. But whatever money that you have that's allotted for you, okay, I mean you yourself, okay, then this is the money that I'm talking about tonight, okay. Some of us call it the hair fund, or, I was talking to a young lady, and it's been a while back, and she spent $500 just on hair. Okay. Now, I'm not a big hair spender. All right. I love hair. Okay. But I don't spend that much money on it because I like different hair every 2 weeks, every 2 to 3 weeks. I like different hair. Okay. So I don't spend a lot of money on hair, but if that's what you've got and you've got a hair fund and you have a hair fund, or you have a pocketbook fund, or a shoe fund, or a clothes fund, or a new car fund, or whatever you're going to call it. Okay. I'm talking about the money that you use for you. Okay. Again, I want to make this perfectly clear that I'm not telling you how to re-spend your money for your mortgage, or re-spend your money for your light bill, or your gas bill, or your phone bill, or your kids' tuition. I'm not talking about that money. I'm talking about the money, however much it is, whether it's a little bit, or whether it's a lot. I'm talking about the money that you spend for you. Okay? You spend for you. For some of you, what you spend for you may only be $20 a month. For some of you, what you spend for you may be $50, $100, $200 a month. What you spend for you. All right. Now you got to understand this. I'm not going to be talking about budgeting tonight. Okay. Because you can go get a budget from anybody. Okay, you can go, there are lots of websites that you can get a budget from. And I want to put a plug in right now. I haven't talked to Apostle Brown about this, but I'm sure she would not mind me mentioning this. I see that Apostle Brown and Destiny International Ministries, under the facilitation of one of the elders, will be doing a Dave Ramsey Peace University. And I'm going to post that in our Facebook group, so you will know about that. And that is a remarkable curriculum on budgeting and money. And I suggest that if you're having issues just budgeting in your household, that you take that course. Okay, it's called Peace University, that you take that course. And we're blessed that Apostle Brown is actually going to be doing that at her church. I tell you what, if y'all see me frown when I drink this water, that's because my husband has made some sort of mint lemon lime concoction here, and I thought it was regular water, and I poured it in here, but it's not. But they say that what I'm drinking is good for detox, so we'll see. All right. So now, I see some other people have joined. Hello, Pam Covington. How are you? And hello, Kathleen. Welcome. Kathleen, Inner Circle. Welcome. I see Inner Circle's here and other people are here. And so I want to say welcome again. So do I have that clear? Making myself clear that I'm not talking about the money that you have for your bills and for responsibilities for your children. I'm not talking about that money. I'm talking about the money that you spend on you. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. So now, when I decided that I wanted to go to my next level, one of the things that my business mentor often spoke to me about was how you spend your money. Okay? Because if you're going to go to a next level, all of you has to go to the next level. And you need to understand that when you go to a next level, you just don't go to another level spiritually. And some people do that. You just don't go to a next level emotionally. But all of who you are goes to that next level. Now, here's the thing. If you go to a next level, but your finances aren't where they should be, you can still be at your next level, but struggle in your finances. Make sure you're getting this. All right. When God gets ready to take you to a next level, there are times when there are things that you have to work on, and you can get to the next level. But next level does not mean that there will not be struggles. You got to get this. Okay. Next level does not mean there will not be struggles. What next level means is that in a particular area, you have now elevated to a new season, a new time, a new a time frame in your life. Okay. And so when we think about next level, you have to consider everything about you that goes to the next level. Now, I hope you're getting this, because so many times we want to go to a next level spiritually, but we're still doing the same thing financially that we did in the level before. Come on. If you can't say amen, say ouch. Okay. We want to go to a next level, and we want to say, I'm ready for the next level. I'm ready to go to the next level in my life. I'm ready to go here. I'm ready to do this. But we still have the same money mindset that we had in the level before. We still spend the same way. We still think about money the same way. Okay. Hey, Cuz, how are you doing? Hey, Denise, Pastor Denise, how you doing? All right. So when you have the same money mindset in your next level that you had in your previous level, then you're still not going to get as far as you can get, all right, because you have not moved all of you to the next level. Let me let that sink in for a minute right there. Okay. Now this is so, people are saying, ouch. All right. This is so very important because I had to learn this, because what I found out was that God was moving me to higher levels. He was moving me to higher. I mean, it was obvious. Okay. He was moving me to higher levels. He was having me preaching and teaching, and I still am. I still am moving to levels that I didn't even think about before, and level of responsibility, not just in my own church, but outside of the church, and even being on here every Sunday night. And you have no idea how many people I'll go places and people will see me that I don't even know. Someone saw me the other day, and I'll be frank with you, I still don't know who she is in Vision Building Women. And she said to me, you don't need to know me. I just know you. And I praise God for you. And I was like, well, thank you so much. And I said, but can you just tell me what your name is? And I should have written the name down, because now I'm like, oh my goodness, she gave me her first name, and she didn't give me a last name. But that's the thing, that with next level comes a level of responsibility. But what also comes with that level of responsibility is a responsibility in my finances. I had to learn that when I go to a next level, not if, but when I go to a next level, I have to spend differently, and I have to think about money differently. Okay. Now, I was going to talk about first vision and provision, and I'm looking at doing a whole teaching with PowerPoints and some things like that on vision and provision, and doing something a little bit different with that, because one of the things that I found is that you all are wanting more. You're asking me for more between the inner circle and what you're getting now. Some of you don't want to commit to the inner circle, and I certainly understand that, because the inner circle works. They work hard. They just don't hear me talk on Mondays. What they do is they have lessons, and they're getting ready to have accountability partners. Don't tell them, but we're getting ready to sign accountability partners in the inner circle. All right. So, but one of the things that I know that you all have been asking me for is you're wanting more. And so we're going to be able to do that. But I will tell you, it comes with a different money mindset. All right. Now, what I thought about is, what could I talk about first? What could I teach first, God, about money? And let's all start with where we are. Now, we all know where we spend our money. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to number your paper. And I want you to number your paper from 1 to 3. I don't care if you just do it on your phone, or you can do it on a scratch sheet of paper, or you can do it in your head. All right. But can you see that? I want you to number your paper from 1 to 3. And I want you to very quickly write down what are the top 3 things you spend your money on. Now, I'm not talking about mortgage. I'm not talking about kids' tuition. I'm not talking about life. I'm talking about the money that you have that you spend on yourself. What do you spend it on? Let me give you a second. And then I want, if you don't mind sharing, put the top 1 in the comments. Let me give you a few seconds to do that. I don't see anybody commenting yet. Maybe you haven't heard it yet. I guess, again, it takes Facebook a minute to catch up. All right. Okay, here they come. So Gail says eating out. Travel. I know why you're going to New Orleans, Sheila. All right. All right. I see some other ones coming up. So it looks like eating out, travel. Anybody else? Jimmy John's or lunch at least twice a month. Pocketbooks. Okay, cuz I'm gonna have to go with you there because I like my pocketbooks too. Taisha, hey Taisha, how you doing, sweetheart? Fast food, eating out, food and eating out. Okay, so now that's a lot of our top ones. As a matter of fact, that was one of my top ones also. Kathleen says attire, all right, clothing. Jazz says clothes, all right, and Jazz and Kathleen, y'all dress too, let me tell you. Couponing, oh, wonderful, Anissa, couponing, okay? So now, this is what I want us to do. What I want to give you tonight, in the time I have left, is to talk about what are the top things that we should be spending our money on if we're going to get to the next level. Now, again, I keep saying this over and over because I want you to remember I'm not talking about your money that you have responsibility for in terms of your mortgage, your rent, your utilities, your car payment, your children's tuition. I'm not talking about that money. Those are responsibilities. I'm talking about the money that you get for yourself, all right? The money that you get for yourself every month. We know what that is. We take it, we get our hair done, we get our nails done, some people get their toes done, all right? Just all sorts of things. I want us to learn tonight, what should we be spending our money on, okay? Let's look at these. Now, before I give those to you, I want you to write, and maybe I can do this because I'm at my computer. I'm gonna give you 5 scriptures. I should have had these copied and pasted, it would have been easier. I'm gonna give you 5 scriptures that I want you to actually to begin to reflect on and meditate on when it comes to your finances, okay? The first one is Philippians 4 and 9. I'm putting these in the comments. The second one is Malachi 3 and 10, all right? The next one is 1 Timothy 6 and 10. The next one is Acts 20 and 35. And the last one is Proverbs 22 and 7. Okay? So I just put 5 scriptures in the chat box, and I will in the comments. And the reason I gave you these 5 scriptures is because these 5 scriptures are what literally revolutionized my husband and our financial life. Okay? We had to change what we and how we think about money. And when you change how you think, you have to make sure that you have a scriptural foundation that's going to be the foundation of how you think about your money. Now, a lot of us, we talk about being vision building women, and we talk about vision, and we talk about these things that we want to be able to do. But here's the thing. Let me help you really quick. You can't do these things without money. You can't do them without money. It takes money to run a business. It takes money to be in ministry. It takes money if you're going to look for and go to a new career. It takes money if you want to make some changes in your life. And we often say, I would do this if I had the money, or I would do that if I had the money. Well, I contend tonight that you do have the money, and you may not have as much as you want today, all right? And I contend that you do have the money, but it's all about how are you spending it. Now, I want to give you the 8 things. These are the scriptures that were the foundations, and you can go back and you can look at those. Philippians 4 and 9. I don't usually read scripture because it takes us a while, but I do want to read these. Philippians 4 and 9 says, and God will meet all your needs according to his glorious riches in Christ Jesus. First, Malachi 3 and 10. It should be very familiar. Bring the whole tithe into the storehouse, that there may be food in my house. Test me in this, says the Lord Almighty, and see if I will not throw open the floodgates of heaven and pour out so much blessing that you will not have room enough for it. 1 Timothy 6 and 10. For the love of money is a root of all kinds of evil. Some people, eager for money, have wandered from the faith and pierced themselves with many griefs. Acts 20:35 says, "In everything I did, I showed you that by this kind of hard work, we must help the weak, remembering the words of the Lord Jesus himself, saying, it is more blessed to give than to receive." And then finally, Proverbs 22:7, and this is the one that's probably my husband's favorite scripture. The rich shall rule over the poor, and the borrower is servant to the lender. Now, I want you to take those 5 scriptures, and let me tell you, you can add some scriptures of your own. That's fine. These are our 5. Okay. I want every one of you to figure out what are your top 5 financial scriptures. Okay. What are your top 5 financial, I'm writing this down, scriptures. Okay. Sometimes the Lord just gives me stuff. I don't have stuff written on my paper. That's something the Lord just gave me. That each of us needs to have a foundational set of scriptures for what is our foundation for how we spend money. Now, I would tell you, if you're married, you and your husband do this together. Okay, if you're married, you and your husband do this together. If you are single, you can do it by yourself. If you're divorced or single, I'm not sure how some people are calling themselves divorced. Some people call themselves single in that category. I don't want to leave anybody out. So if you're married or if you're single, what are your top 5 financial scriptures? And those are the scriptures that become the foundation of your mindset. All right. Are y'all still with me? Making sure everybody's still with me. Or y'all may be taking notes. I see the numbers keep going up here in terms of people joining in, but I don't see anybody commenting. All right. I don't see any likes going by. So I want to make sure that you are still online with me tonight. Let me make sure. There we go. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So now let me give you the 8 things that you should be spending your money on, your money, the money that we get. You know how we get a little money for ourselves, all right? That we should be spending our money on in order to move forward to that next level that you've been trying to get to, okay? Because keep in mind that if you're going to go to the next level, your finances have to go too, all right? And if you're going to be in the next level, you can't spend nor think about money the same way in your next level as you did in this level. You know, there's a book that is one of my clients told me about, and I think I bought it online, and I think I may have told you all about it already. But the book is What Got You Here Will Not Take You There. Okay, the book is What Got You Here Will Not Take You There. Okay, so the question becomes, you can't do the same thing and spend the same way if you expect to go to that next level and be successful in the next level as it pertains to your finances. Okay, everybody ready? Here's number 1. Now, number 1 is like the foundation for everything. All right. If you're not doing number 1, for me and my husband, and this is for everybody, every Christian, you have to do number 1. And some people say, well, Saundra, you really can't touch that. No. Because they say that that's an Old Testament thing. Well, here's my thing. I believe what I'm getting ready to give you is Old Testament. Okay. But I believe in every part of the Bible. All right. I heard Michelle Jones Edelin say this one time, Pastor Michelle Jones Edelin, and she was saying that if you only want to do the actions of the New Testament, then don't look at the word of the old, then you can't believe what's in the Old Testament if you're only going to do the actions of the new. You have to do the entire Bible. And what she was saying is, you can't, if you don't believe and want to do what's in the Old Testament, then you can't believe the Lord is my shepherd. Okay. If you don't want to do what's in the Old Testament, then you can't really believe what's in the New Testament, and you don't want to do the actions of the Old Testament. And some people are like that. They say, well, I don't want to do Old Testament stuff. That's Old Testament. We're New Testament Christians. We are Bible-based Christians, the entire Bible. And number 1 comes straight out of the word. And number 1, where your household should be spending your money is in tithes. Well, number 1 is tithe and offering. Okay. Now, some of y'all who don't believe in tithing, then I can't help you because I believe in tithing. All right. Our church just got Let me see if I have it right here. I'm so excited about this. Our church just got where we can give text giving. And I'm so excited about this because now I don't have to wait until Sunday. Because I don't do the finances in my house. My husband does. But for the company, I have to review it. I mean, he does all the finances for my company, and I have to review what is done. And as dollars come in, I like to immediately go and just send it. Whatever the tithe is, just send it. Okay. And so now that we've text to give, I can be 2:00 at night in the morning and give if I want to. Okay. So you must. All right. If you are going to get to the next level, you're going to have to be committed and obedient to tithing and offering. All right. I don't know how to say it any plainer than that. I don't know how to say it any plainer than that you have to be committed to it. I know y'all get quiet then. Okay. I know you get quiet when I talk about tithe and offering. Okay. Because tithe and offering is an act of obedience. It's an act of obedience. And I'm not going to get into it and stay here long. And the reason being is because I know you've heard teaching about tithing and offering, and it's 10%. And the only question I'm going to answer is someone asked me it's been a long time ago now, but I get asked this question, and they'll ask my husband more than they ask me, do you tithe off your gross or your net? And I'm not going to tell you. The Bible tells you to bring of your first fruit. To me, that says gross. Okay. To me, that says gross. So here's what Superintendent Patrick L. Wooten, who is a personal friend of ours. We all grew up together, and he's a personal friend of ours. My husband and I went to see him about tithing, about just general church kind of stuff one time. And we asked him about tithing. And Dr. Wooten said, if you want net blessings, tithe off your net. If you want gross blessings, then tithe off your gross. That was it for us. We've been tithing off gross ever since. Okay. Now, I can't tell you how to tithe, but I can tell you that the Bible says to bring your first fruits. And to me, your first fruit is your gross. All right. And since your first fruit is your gross, then as for me in my house, we tithe off our gross. Okay. How you tithe is up to you. All right. But as long as you tithe. All right. As long as you tithe. And tithing, people say that I can't afford to tithe. You can't afford not to tithe. Tithing is about obedience and commitment to God. It's not about a bill. It's not about, even though I put it in a category of spending money, it's not about spending money. It's about obedience, and it's about commitment to God's word. Okay. You can't want God to give you next level if you're robbing him. Y'all get that one? You can't expect God to take you to a next level if you are robbing him. It's like being a thief, and you're robbing God of what he says belongs to him. He's giving you 90. All right. He's giving you 90. So again, I just believe that when you tithe, God will show himself like never before. I have a testimony about that. I'm not going to do it here because of the time, but I will tell you, this household has learned that tithing and being obedient and committed is what brings the blessings. The scripture, as it says in Malachi 3:10, the Lord says, test me in this and see if I will not throw open the floodgates of heaven and pour out so much blessing that you will not have room enough to receive it. That's what I expect when I tithe, and that's what we get. Okay? Throw open the floodgates of heaven. Now, people say to me sometimes, I'll often say, Saundra, I just don't understand. If God is throwing open the floodgates of heaven because that you don't have room enough to receive it. I actually had somebody tell me this, that you don't have room enough to receive it. Why is Dennis still driving the same truck, the same little black truck, that little 1993 truck? Well, number one, because he chooses to. And number two, my floodgates are different than yours. Get that. My floodgates are different than yours. We choose not to put our floodgate into cars. That's us. We choose to put our floodgates when God opens up the windows of heaven and pours us out a blessing that we won't have room enough to receive it all. We choose to put our floodgates into something different. You have to choose what your floodgate is. Okay. Some people put their floodgates into their house, into their car. No problem with that. My husband and I are in the same starter home that we bought over 27 years ago. Yes, we are. We are. But you know what? It's paid for. We don't have a mortgage. We don't have a mortgage. We don't have car payments. We don't have that. Why? Because we chose to tithe off our gross. God opens up the windows of heaven such that we don't have room enough to receive it. All right. And again, my floodgates and the floodgates for my house are going to be different than the floodgates for your house. So you have to decide. What are the floodgates? Oh my goodness, there's so many comments on here. And I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't even see the comments on here. Okay. Yes. Sheila says, I can't afford. Wait a minute. Let me go back to some of the comments. Valerie says, is it okay to change jobs for your next level? We're going to get there, Valerie. The answer to your question is yes. Let's see. Sheila says, I can't afford not to tithe. Exactly. Brenda says, tithe is also mentioned in the New Testament by Jesus when he says, woe unto you Pharisees. Exactly. In Luke 11:42. But you know what, Brenda? Some people want to bypass that one. Brenda says, overflow. Floodgates. Yes. Floodgates. Yeah. You see, again, my floodgates are different than yours. Okay. So you have to choose your floodgate. What is your floodgate that you want God to give to you? All right. And he will do that when you tithe. I spent more time on tithes and offering than I expected to, or than I meant to. Okay. So number one is tithes and offering. You got that? All right. Let me type that in here. That's one thing about doing this on the computer. I can actually type in things. Okay. Number two is you need to spend money on I cannot type and talk at the same time, on experiences. Okay. You need to spend money on experiences. Now you say, Dr. Saundra, what do you mean spend money on experiences? Instead of spending money on like hair and that's cool if you do, because it's up to you. I'm just telling you what we should be spending our money on the next level. If you want to stay at the level you are, keep spending the way you're spending. Okay. If you want to get to the next level, you got to change what you spend money on. Okay. Because everything that you spend money on in the next level should help you to grow. Get that. Okay. Everything that you spend money on in the next level should help you. I'm typing and talking. Help you to grow. I think I'm going to stop typing and talking now. Okay. Somebody else is going to have to scribe. Everything that you spend money on in the next level should help you to grow. Okay. When you spend money on experiences, that helps you to grow. So what's an experience? Going to the African American Museum is an experience. All right. One experience that I want to do, and I haven't done it yet. I think my friend Lisa is here watching tonight. Lisa owns a horse farm. Owns a horse ranch. I am not an animal person, but a friend of mine told me that she went horseback riding and she loved it. I want a horseback ride. Eventually I'll do it. Don't know when, but like workshops, yes. Actually, workshops is a different category. I'm talking about things that are experiences. I haven't gotten to teaching and learning yet. I'm talking about things that are experiences. Some of you, and I was included in this, I would only spend money on things if I got something tangible back from it. Okay. But now I spend money on things that will be an experience that I may not be able to get, like the horseback riding thing for me. A friend of mine, and I wouldn't do this, but she did it. She spent money on skydiving. She actually paid, and something she's always wanted to do. Now, I'm not going to jump out of a perfectly good plane. Okay. But one of my friends, Melissa Nixon, she's called the Courageous Coach, and there's a reason for that. Okay. Melissa Nixon jumped out of a plane, and she went skydiving. That was her experience. So what is something that's an experience for you that you've been wanting to do? Okay, that's an experience. Okay, I'm not talking about going to a class. That's good, and we're going to get to that. Okay, as a matter of fact, that's number 3 is a course. But what's an experience? Okay, like I'm getting ready to do something in ministry that I haven't done before, and I'm spending money to do it, and that's going to be an experience for me. It's not necessarily a class. Exactly, Lady Jazz. Find memories. Okay, and not just moments. Okay, Valerie says, "I love to ride horses." I think her horse ranch is in Dunn. I'm not exactly sure. I know she races them. And Lisa, if you're on here, you can let her know. Or if you don't do that, Lisa, let us know where we can go ride horses. Okay, so, and I'll tell you another experience. And people say, "Well, that's not an experience. That's something to do with your child." No. It's an experience because we choose to spend money in terms of our experiences following our son, okay? Following our son when he goes play basketball. When we were having a conversation here tonight about how we may be doing something different in terms of basketball. And then when that's an experience because we're going to go with them and we don't get anything tangible out of it, but it's just an experience for us, all right? So Kathleen said, sounds like a group outing. Oh, you know what? Valerie, that is one of mine too. I want to learn how to fly a plane. Now, will I ever do it? Probably not. Okay. And I may just do the simulation. Okay. But those are experiences, things that you learn from, things that you grow from. All right. And sometimes people mix number 2 and number 3. Number 3 is a course. All right. You should be spending your money on courses. Right? Some people say, well, I don't have the kind of money to spend on courses. Well, go on YouTube and Google what it is, or Google what it is you want to learn and find a free course online. All right? But stop spending your money. When this young girl told me, oh, yes, Pam, that's a great one, a helicopter ride over the Grand Canyon. Yes. That's an experience. So you can travel to the Grand Canyon, but taking the extra money and having that helicopter ride is an experience. That's a good example. When I was in South Africa and I got to see Victoria Falls, we were in Southern Africa. I went to Zimbabwe and I saw Victoria Falls, majestic. Never seen anything like. I literally got to Victoria Falls and felt the presence of God and the glory of God and just began to speak to God. Right, it was just so awesome. But one of the things that we did was we took a balloon ride over Victoria Falls. You can't take a helicopter ride because the falls will pull the helicopter in. You have to take a balloon ride where everything is going up. But that's an experience. That's a very good example. That's an experience. So number 3 is a course. Okay. There are free courses, but you're only going to get so much out of a free course. If you really want to move forward and you're really ready for the next level, you've got to be willing to invest in courses. Okay. People are not going to share their knowledge base for free anymore. All right. Some people do. I come on here every Sunday night and do Impact Academy for free, share my knowledge, my experiences with you in leadership, in ministry, in business. I do that. Okay. And it's absolutely awesome that I do that. But, this is something I do for free, but I also have paid courses. I do. I have paid courses. I have paid mentoring. All right. I am not a free mentor. The inner circle will tell you, but what you get from paid mentoring is different than what you get from having an hour and a cup of coffee with somebody. All right. So you have to determine what is it that you're trying to get. And one thing that you should do, I tell people, find the course that you need for your next level. Determine how much it is. And if it takes you 2 months to save for it, then save for it. If it takes you 2 months of wearing, don't get mad at me now, of wearing a wig because you can't get your hair done, then do it. If it takes you 2 months of wearing your hair back and a ponytail with some gel, then do it. Because that course is going to take you further than a weave will. Ooh. That was deep right there. I got to get some water on that one. Okay? That course and what you get out of that course, if you spend money on the course, will take you further than a weave. Nothing wrong with the weave, because I love them. Okay? But that course will take you there. Number four is one that I need to spend more money on, and that is your body. Okay? Number 4 is your body. Okay? Some of us, me included, I need to spend more time in the gym. I need to spend more time. I exercise, but I think I need to spend more time exercising. I need to spend more time with things on my body. Now, hair and nails and all that, that's part of your body. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But I'm talking about getting your inside clean. I'm talking about eating good foods. I'm talking about exercising. I'm talking about, I told this young lady one day, I said, you know what? She says, I don't have any place to go. I don't have any money to go get workout clothes. I said, let me tell you where I go buy my workout clothes. I'm getting ready to tell y'all my secret. If I tell y'all my secret, y'all better not tell nobody. I'm telling everybody though, right? I go get my workout clothes from Family Dollar store. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Family Dollar. You know why? Because I looked, and for what I'm sweating. I'm sweating in the clothes, y'all. I'm sweating. I'm getting dirty. I'm getting, hot and sweaty. Whether I paid $100 for a pair of pants, all right, or whether I paid $6 or $8 in Family Dollar store, okay, that's where I'm getting them. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of money on something to go and sweat in. Now, here's the thing. If y'all are going to the gym to sweat and you want to look cute while you sweat, then go ahead. You can pay all the money that Gail says you too. Denise says exactly. Okay. You can go spend all that money on workout clothes if you want to. But for me, it's not about the clothes. It's about the workout. Okay. So I go to Family Dollar. I'm just being real. Now, can I go to Dillard's and spend $50 on a pair of workout pants? I could, but I'm not. Because I'd rather take the $45 that I have. If I have $50 and I go to Family Dollar store and I get me a pair of $6 or $8 workout pants, I'd rather spend that $42 on a good course or save it for my course that I'm going to put another $50 with next month. And now I have $92 and now I can get me a good $97 course. Okay. Denise says Walmart clearance rack. Okay. As long as they fit and are comfortable to move in. That's right. Roses. That's right. Yeah. Y'all have a Roses where you live. We don't have a Roses. Yeah, we do have a Roses in Raleigh. Now that I think about it, we do. I haven't been in there in a while, but we do. We have a couple. We have one in Raleigh and one in Cary. But Family Dollar stores are everywhere. And I find them. They fit good. They wash good. Okay. Cheryl says Goodwill, $2. Exactly. All right. So stop saying you don't have anything to work out with. Stop saying it because you can go find that. That's just outside. So the money that you're going to spend on workout clothes, expensive workout clothes, spend that and go get you some good food to eat, some good healthy food to eat. Okay. Spend time on your body. Join the gym. All right. If you don't want to join the gym. Now, the only thing I tell you that I don't buy from the Family Dollar store are my shoes. My workout shoes has to be good shoes. Got to have some good, comfortable shoes. Okay. There's my Sarah. Sophronia says 5 and below. Yes. Walmart clearance rack. Yeah. Hey, let me stop for just a second. I want to say, let me stop because she's on here. I want to say congratulations to Dr. Arlinda Ellison. Arlinda was in the Ultimate Vision Building Retreat in 2014. And one of her goals was to get her doctorate. And she has just graduated. And you did it in 4 years, which is phenomenal. Okay. So from all of us here at the Vision Building Institute, we want to congratulate you and highlight you. All right. Because your pictures are in there, but I didn't congratulate you in one of these. And I always like to do that when you ladies do and you make a phenomenal accomplishment. And that is one, working on your doctorate, finishing it, and making that boss move. So congratulations. So now, number 4 was your body. Okay. Get some exercise done, eat some good food, spend some money to get yourself looking good. I'm not saying skinny. All right. I'm saying healthy. All right. Getting some good food, you're paying for your vitamins. Okay. And let me tell you, vitamins are great Find one that fits you. Go to your doctor, find one that fits you, and spend the money on them. Okay. I do essential oils. I have essential oils everywhere. All right? I just ordered some new ones. I ordered some lemongrass and I ordered some ginger essential oil. I use those all the time. And with those, you can do so many different things. I do those. I take my vitamins. I take vitamin D. All right. And you just need to do what's right for your body. See, I'm talking about things that you spend your money on. Notice I have not said hair. I have not said nails. Now, do I get my hair done? Yes. It needs to be done right now. Okay. Do I get my nails done? Yes. But let me tell you a decision I just had to make. So I'm leaving for Atlanta on Tuesday because I'm going to Traffic, Sales, and Profit with Lamar Tyler. And I can't wait to get there because I know I'm going to learn some tremendous information to take my business to the next level. All right. Yes, Shelly Bates says, love my doTERRA. I love my doTERRA too. doTERRA essential oils. And so here's one thing I thought about. I said, and here's the thing. And I'm going to tell you, this is how I make decisions. Now, do I have to do this? I don't have to do this, but I choose to do this. I choose to do it because I like to spend my money on the things that I want to spend it on, as opposed to what everybody expects me to spend. Now, I'm going to look good. All right. I've got my outfits picked out. I've got all that done. And I thought to myself, I need to go get my hair done. I'm going to Atlanta. I'm going to meet some new people. But you know what? I've got a little bit of gray in there. Can you see it? And it's not time for me to get my hair dyed yet. So I'm not going to get it dyed right now. So I'm not going to get my hair done before I go to Atlanta. I'll get my nails done before I go to Atlanta for this conference, but I won't get my hair done. Only reason I'm getting my nails done is because they're too long. I need to be able to type. All right. So what I decided was I'm going to take the hair money that I would have spent on my hair and use it for something else. Now, these are decisions that I'm telling y'all. They seem simple. They seem really simple. But if you have to make decisions between one thing and another, make those kind of decisions. It's not hard. Women do it every day. Women do it every single day. Make decisions for your body, for your health. Make decisions. Now, number 5, we've got 4 more to go. Number 5 is you need to spend money on your mind. Okay? Spend money on your mind. Stop. When I say your mind, spend money on things that help to stimulate your mind. Books. We've already talked about one, courses. All right? Different kinds of workbooks and journals where you actually stimulate your mind. You have no idea what it means when your mind is idle. What does the Bible say? I'm not sure if the Bible says this, but somebody said it. An idle mind is like the devil's workshop. Okay? Spend money on your mind. I cannot tell you. I'm going to show you guys. I'm not sure if this will work. But look at that's just one bookshelf. Can you see that? That is just one bookshelf. And I have to tell you, I have read probably 90% of the books that are over there. All right? Probably 90%. And those are the books that I kept. I have 5 of the bookshelves in my house that look just like that. 5 of the bookshelves. Because I love reading. I love learning. I love stimulating my mind. Now, I need to branch out on what I read. I really do. And I actually just purchased this new book. I'm in a book club at NC State. It's an alumni book club. And we're reading this book called Switch. Can you see that? This is the book club. This is the book we're reading. It's not the kind of book I normally read, but I'm reading it because I want to get out of my comfort zone of what I'm reading. So it was a New York Times #1 bestseller. It's called Switch, How to Change Things When Change is Hard. Now, I'm not recommending the book. I'm telling you this is what I'm reading because I'm in a book club. All right. And it's just a bunch of alumni from NC State. We get together. Okay. Now, Shelley says that all audio books are great too. Yeah, they're great for listening on the go. But I will tell you, when you want to stimulate your mind, audio books are good. But I will just be frank with you. Reading is better. Actually reading the words is actually better. And that's just from a study. I'm not saying it's better. It's a study. A study was done that said that when you read, it's more of a stimulation to the mind than when you're listening because it's 2 different senses. Both are good, okay? And if all you have is audio, if all you have time for is audio, then do audio. But do something that stimulates your mind, and reading will stimulate your mind. Go get you a good book, okay? Instead of getting your hair done this week, go buy a new book. Okay. And get a book that maybe you wouldn't normally read. Learn something new. All right. Learn something new. That's like I said, this is something new that I decided to get into this book club because I knew it was going to force me to learn something new. I don't even know the people in there. The book club is online. All right. It's a Facebook group that we have. It's online, but I'm spending my money on something that is going to make me grow. Notice I haven't at all said anything. Essentialism. That was the one we read last month, Brenda. Essentialism was a book we read last month, actually, in the book club. All right. So I haven't said anything about hair or nails or clothes. These are things that if you're going to go to your next level, this is where you need to be spending your money. Number 1 was tithe and offering. Number 2 was experiences. Number 3 was courses. Number 4 was your body. Number 5 is your mind. Number 6 is investing in yourself. Okay. Now, investing in yourself, when I say investing in yourself, I mean, what do you need? Take a self-assessment and ask yourself, what do I need to get to the next level? Okay. Do I need to be in a course? And if you do, take the course. Do you need mentoring? Do you need coaching? Do you need to be in a certain kind of organization? What do you need to be and do to get to your next level? Spend your money on that. All right. Some of you are saying, how we spend our money on eating out. And if you got to eat, we got to eat. Okay. We have to eat. But, I heard somebody say one day, and this man is an executive at Ford. And he said that for his first 6 years of working at Ford, making good money, but his first 6 years before he became vice president, he actually took bologna and mustard sandwiches to work every day. 2 bologna and mustard sandwiches every single day. And that was his lunch. 2 bologna sandwiches with mustard. And he got water from the water fountain. And that's how he saved his money. And he used that money that he would have used on buying lunch to invest in books and courses and in leadership things that help him get to the next level. Now, I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just giving you that as an example. Okay. Now, I've done that. I've taken my lunch every single day so that my husband could reallocate the funds so I could use money to invest in myself. What I'm going to next week, or not next week, this week. Okay. When I'm going to this week to Atlanta. All right. That's out of my professional development fund because I have a professional development fund. Okay. I have an Invest in Saundra fund. All right. Now, here's something else I want you to add to the investing in yourself. And this is a part 6A. All right. And that is invest in others. All right. Invest in yourself, but invest in others. The Bible tells us to give, and it shall be given unto you. You've got to be able, if you're going to invest in you, invest in others. Okay. How I invest in others, I pour out to you guys every single Sunday, almost Sunday nights. Okay. Sunday nights, I'm pouring out to you. I do things where I help other people in other ways. I'm on boards. I don't get paid for those boards. Well, I have one that I get paid for, but I don't get paid for those boards. Okay. So, but there are ways that you can, when you invest in yourself, then you can take that learning and that growth, and now you can invest in others. Do that, y'all. Invest in you so that you can invest in others. Some of you say, well, Dr. Saundra, you still have paid. Yeah, I do have paid. It's my livelihood. I have paid programs. I have paid mentoring. I have a paid coaching program. All right. And I have other kinds of programs that you can invest in yourself in. That's wonderful. All right. But there are other people. A young lady called me this morning and she's getting ready to be a part of the inner circle. And she's investing in herself to be able to do that. All right. But before that, I mentored her. And now she says, I want a different level of mentoring. So she's going to be in the paid mentoring program. All right. Now, and I'm telling you, when you invest in yourself, you got to be able to pour back and you got to be able to give back and invest. Somebody invested in you. All right. So I'm saying invest in yourself. You should be at a level now where it's not about the money. Okay. Now, do you have some of you say, well, Dr. Saundra, you're saying that, but I don't have the money every month. Well, I'll tell you what, someone told me yesterday that they had to be in this cohort 1 for the vision coach certification, because cohort 2, remember that there's a drastic increase. Well, it's not a drastic increase. There's an increase in the tuition in cohort 2. All right. So those that are in cohort 1 wanted to be there, and they're there. But they're helping me to build add some things to the program. But cohort 2, there's going to be a difference because the program is going to be all set, and we're going to be just doing it from that same way from now on until God changes it. But here's the thing I just want to tell you. You've got to invest in you so that you can invest in others. All right. Taisha says, I've been blessed to be working with licensed therapists who are willing to help me study and pass my exam. Yes. It's a commitment of giving up my time for the things I love, but you're also getting into networking. That's right. The people who are helping Taisha with her licensing exam, they're giving of themselves. All right. They've invested in themselves, now they're pouring back into her. All right. Brenda says it's so rewarding to invest in others. It is. It is. But, a lot of people, it's rewarding when you pour back into others, but that's only when you have something to invest. If you're not spending your money right, okay, I shouldn't say right. If you're not spending your money wisely, the money that you have, okay, you're not going to be able to invest in others. I'm just telling you, because you're always going to be struggling to try to figure out, should I buy this or should I buy that? Now, some people ask me, where do I go shopping, all that kind of stuff. I have no problem telling people where I shop, telling people where I get things from. Okay, like my little Family Dollar workout outfits. Okay, now every outfit I have, every workout outfit, if I can get my words out here, I have does not come from Family Dollar. But I will tell you what, once I was at Family Dollar and I was looking at went in there to get something, and I was looking for on the rack on this side, and I turned around and I saw these cute little workout pants, and I'm like, took it off, and it said $8. That was it. I said, I'll pay a lot of money for my son's clothes, because he does a whole lot more in his clothes than I do. Okay. I'll pay a lot for other people's stuff. But when it comes for me, my workout stuff, I'm going to spend where I want to. Okay. I love that, Roberta. Roberta says, spend strategically. Ooh, I like that. I might use that. That's a good one. Okay. Spend strategically. Because remember, you're spending now for your next level, not for where you are. All right. You're spending for your next level. Okay. Number 7. And this goes back to something that I think Valerie asked me before. Number 7, we've got 2 more, and then we're going to call it a night. Spend money on improving your job prospects. What do you mean, Dr. Saundra? Spend money letting somebody look over your resume that knows what they're doing. Spend money letting somebody help you write your resume. Spend money on somebody that does career coaching. Spend money on somebody on a course that helps you with job prospects, how to look for a job. Spend money on, if you have to spend money on someone that can help you with your physical appearance, okay, with the right clothes to wear to an interview. Now, can you get this stuff off of YouTube? Yes, you can. You can, but YouTube is free. You're not going to get very much from free. And then you have to interpret that yourself. So I always tell people, and the young lady who is my clothing coordinator, she's wonderful, and she's helped me in so many ways. And she's up in Boston, and she and I go back and forth on what I should wear when I'm speaking, what I should not wear when I'm speaking, what colors, how I should wear my hair, what shoes I should wear. She takes care of all that, okay? And I do that because she's an expert in it. I'm not. All right. So when you're improving your job prospects, you got to improve everything. If your job requires that, to get a better job, if you have to go get a certification, then save the money and get the certification. You might say, well, my job should be paying for that. Well, if your job doesn't pay for certification and you need that certification to get to the next level, then save your money and get the certification. If you feel like your resume needs looking at, then save your money and get somebody to look at your resume. I don't know how to say this any plainer. When we get to the next level, okay, you really have to understand that where you spend your money needs to be in alignment with where you want to go. If it's not in alignment with where you want to go, you're not going to get there, or you're going to get there and you're going to still struggle. Okay. Oh, comments are coming by. Roberta said, I just said that. Your spending needs to align with your strategic goals. Put your money where your mouth is. Yes. Jazz says, imagine a key where you are in the public eye, so you may need to get a weed, but those heads needs to be right. Yes, those heads need to be white. I'm in the public eye all the time, and I sweat profusely. in my hair. I sweat profusely in my hair. Okay. And Lady Jazz is one of the best stylists. Okay. I went to her a long time ago, and she was a great, wonderful stylist, still is. And now she has people working for her. She has her own salon. Go see her in Durham. Okay. And she's wonderful. And here's the thing, like she says, you've got to make sure that you're right from top to bottom. Sometimes we need to spend some money on spending. Get some books. Get some books and see how you're supposed to dress. There are certain things that you don't wear to job interviews. There's a certain thing, like what I have on right now. I never wear this to a job interview. Never. I wore it to church this morning, but I never wear it to a job interview. And if somebody came in with a job interview on it, came to me with this on with a job interview, I would have to question. Especially depending on the level that I'm hiring them for. Remember, we're talking about next level. All right. Next level, you have to understand is that when you want to improve a job prospect and you want to get a new job, then you need to study where you're trying to get to so that when you walk in the room, you'll already look like where you want to be. That was good. Okay. I'm talking about, yes, Valerie, I'm even talking about going beyond dress for success. I'm talking about just moving to that point of where you want to be. Spend some money. If you know that a next job is going to, I have one of my friends, she was taking the project management certification and she's taking it now. And she's saying, well, I don't know if I should do it. Yeah, you should do it. Because project management certification will help you where you are, but it's also going to help you where you're going, where you want to go, and what you're going to do afterwards. So many times when we look at jobs, we only think about where we are right now. Think about where you're going and align your skills, your competencies, your abilities with where you're going, not with where you are right now. So when you walk into a room and you hand your resume to somebody, or you walk, it already reads like what they want. But you won't know that until you study where it is you want to go. So many times we look at a job description, but we don't study it. Because when you study a job description, you just strategically take out of that job description what you know you already have, and you put that in your resume. Let me give you a piece of advice. You need to have a resume that matches every single job you're applying for. This is something that I tell people all the time. And I am not a career coach, okay? I do help people in their careers, but I don't do resumes. I don't do all that stuff. I don't look at that. I help people map out where they're going in their career. I do that as part of one of my programs in corporate. But here's the thing. You should have a resume for every single job you're applying for. Your resume needs to match the position. Just like Roberta said, it should be strategic. When you get to the next level, it's no longer about onesies and twosies. It's about strategy. We were just talking to my son about this tonight, about strategy. Okay, let me look at the comments. Valerie says it's confirmation. Brenda says you need to study where you want to be so you can look like where you're going. Oh, you're quoting me. I'm sorry. Yes, strategic. You got to be strategic, ladies. All right. So, and again, someone told me one day, I'm applying for jobs, but I'm not getting there. I'm not getting one. And I said, well, let me see your application. Let me see what you're doing. And she had the same resume, the same stuff, just sending it out over and over and over and over. You know what? This is not going to work. You got to look at that job application, or look at that job announcement, or whatever you want to call it. And then your resume should look like that. Or what the words that are used over here in the actual job announcement, you need to have those words in your resume. Have those words in your application. It's critical, y'all. It's about strategy. You want to get to the next level in your job search. You want to get to the next level in your career. You can't do it like you did before because you're not applying to McDonald's. You're trying to be a vice president, but yet you're using the McDonald's type application. It doesn't work. You're applying to being a director in something, but you're using the McDonald's, the stuff that you did when you worked at McDonald's. Doesn't work, y'all. Using the same resume you had 10 years ago. It doesn't work. You've got to be in alignment. You've got to be in alignment. Okay? Now, last one, and the last one's a fun one. Spend money traveling. All right? Spend money traveling. And when I say traveling, also, I'm talking about traveling such that you're learning and you're growing. I saw one of the vision building women. She's out. I think she's on a cruise in Alaska, and I was watching, looking at her pictures, and oh, they're just so wonderful. Okay, because one of these days, my husband and I said we're going to take a cruise to Alaska. My husband's not a cruiser. He doesn't like being in a big boat out in the middle of the water. Me, on the other hand, I love cruises. Okay, but spend money traveling, spend money learning and growing new things and understanding new things. Okay, I'm not as much of a traveler as I like to be because I'm not a flyer. All right. But I do like to drive. I love museums. I love going to small towns. I love learning the history of a small town. All right. Yes, exactly, Roberta. Invest in professional preparation. And some of you really need to invest in that. Professional preparation is so key. So let's look at these one more time. Number one was in your tithe and offering. Number two, spend money on experiences. Number three, spend money on courses. Number four, spend money on your body. Number five, spend money on your mind. Number six, spend money on investing in you so that you can invest in others. Number seven, spend money on improving what you need to improve so you can get that better job, whether it's your resume, whether it's your look, whether it's your certifications, whatever it is, but spend money there. And then that was number seven. And then number eight, spend money and travel, meaning that you spend money and have fun traveling and going different places. Okay. Now, I really hope this has helped you tonight. Yes, because you need to be well-rounded. Exactly, Lady Jazz, well-rounded for your next level, because you're not going to be the same. All right. When you get to your next level, you can't do there what you're doing here, because then it's not next level. It's the same thing. All right. In the inner circle this week, we're discussing that next level, and we're talking about vision and provision and the next level and what does it look like. And we're actually going to go deep diving into that on this week. They've already gotten one video of a teaching, and then they get a workbook tomorrow, and then next week we actually I do a live teaching with the inner circle. So I just wanted to begin to talk about finances, because so many women tell me I would do my vision, I'd move forward with it if I had the finances. Well, I'm contending that you do. It's just how you're spending it. Okay, how you're spending it. Some of you could spend money investing in and improving your professional self, and that would help you to get the certification that you need to go to open the business that you want to open. Okay, all right, and you've got to do this. You know, so many people look at me and they just think that I'm having fun all day. No. Now, I am having fun because I love what I do. It is fun. Okay. But I spent money, and I still spend money on professional development for me. All right. June was a big professional development month for me. I go to Atlanta. All right. And I go to Full Gospel Conference. I'm sure I'll see some of you there. All right. I'm excited about that because I get poured into from a business perspective, get poured into from a spiritual perspective. And you need that. Okay, but that's what my money that I have. All right. I ain't talking about the light bill, the phone bill, the mortgage. I'm not talking about that money. You got to pay that. All right. I'm talking about spending the money that you have for you. I love the way Roberta said it. Roberta said, spend strategically. Spend strategically. Now, for those of you that are in the Raleigh area, I just saw where Dr. Shirley Brown at Destiny International Ministries will be doing the Dave Ramsey course, Peace University. I'll put that in the group so that you will be able to see that. Make sure that's in there so that you all can see that. And those of you that are here want to sign up for that. I'm hoping that's just not for her church. Usually Dr. Brown opens things up for the community. But there's information and more information. You can call and do that. And so that's one of the things that if you need help, get some help. Get some help with your money. Get some help with your budget if you need help. And here's the thing. If you don't have a budget, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. You can't go to the next level and not know where your money's going. Okay? So I hope you all have a wonderful week. All right? This week is going to be a great week. So I've got Inner Circle. We've got vision coaching certification. Going to be at Traffic Sales and Profit in Atlanta. Going to see some old friends and excited about being with them. Seeing them, we're going to be learning and growing together. So I tell you, I want you all to begin to do two things. Study those scriptures. Get your own 5 foundational finance scriptures. Get your own 5 foundational finance scriptures, and then start to spend your money differently. Okay? The money that you have that you can spend on you, start to spend it differently. Don't spend all your money in clothes and hair and makeup and even eating out. Go to the grocery store, all right? Get some sandwiches, make some meals at home, all right? And do that sort of thing as opposed to spending all your money. Now, if you're interested, some of you have asked about the inner circle. If you're interested in the inner circle, here is the email address or the website. I'm putting it up here now. For those of you that might be interested in the inner circle, it's bit.ly, the inner circle 2018. And we are constantly taking members in the inner circle. Please go look at that. If that's for you, then please be a part of that. Yes, it is a paid mentoring group, but it is one of those things where we just go deep and you get a whole lot out of it. It's not easy now. It's work to be done. It's work in there. But for those of you that God is calling you in that direction, then please, by all means, look at that. For those of you that are interested in the next Vision Coach certification program, then please send me your name via messenger or something so that I can have you on the list to be able to send that application out to when it is time. The next one won't open up till September, but of course we like the tuition and everything, get people how they want to be able to pay their tuition. So we start that process around the July and August timeframe. So again, you'll be seeing some things come through here. Some of you have asked me for workbooks and some other things, and so you're going to be seeing those. We're excited about where God is taking us. We're excited about what's going on in the Vision Building Institute. We're excited about you, and I'm excited about your future, and I'm really excited about your next level because I know God is taking you there, because if He wasn't taking you there, you wouldn't be here. I thank every single one of you. Love you. Have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.